Hello, I'm Charlie from the YouTube channel My French Insight, and I'm here to present you a new subject. So when I was browsing on the internet, watched this video from Le Parisien, who talked about the new sportswear wearing by the Japanese athletes, and I did some research about this because it was strange for me. So let's start this video with this new subject about the new sportswear wearing by Japanese and South Korean athletes. And it's special. So I found this article from Unseen Japan entitled How Men in Japan Harass Female Athletes with Infrared Cameras. Infrared cameras, yes. So let's start and read. Some men in Japan have been violating female athletes with non-consensual photography for years, but now they've found a new method of harassment: infrared cameras. This week in Japan, a sports clothing manufacturer announced it was testing a new sportswear line at the Paris Olympics. The clothing doesn't aim to make athletes more comfortable or agile. Instead, it's designed to protect female athletes from a chronic problem in women's sports in Japan: men taking pictures of their under, undergarments with infrared photography. While people laud Japan for its relatively low crime and safety, women often struggle to enjoy that sense of safety. One chronic issue is groping attacks, which go underreported, and which police often fail to take seriously when they are. Another issue is non-consensual photography. Cases of non-consensual photos rose in 2023 to a record 5,700 incidents nationwide, with 80% of those crimes committed with smartphones. You can find signs in train stations throughout Japan, some warning women, others warning potential perps about both types of attacks. However, women athletes in Japan deal with their own unique form of sexual harassment. Some men show up to events featuring female athletes, not to enjoy the sport but to take sexualized pictures of the competitors. In many cases, they explicitly target minors by showing up to take pics at middle and high school meets. They then post the photos anonymously on social media for other men to see, or, in some cases, sell them for profits. Athletes themselves have spoken out in the press about how they find sexualized photography demeaning, demeaning and distracting. Former gymnast Tanaka Rie told TBS about how she could hear cameras clicking when she opened her legs to do a handstand on the parallel bars. I got angry and hated those kind of emotions, you know? I thought, I'm not competing here for you to take these sorts of pictures. In 2023, Japan passed a new law regulating non-consensu- non-consensual photography. However, it didn't include taking photos of female athletes with sexual intent, which the government deemed a gray area. In response, several local governments, such as Fukuoka Prefecture, have passed ordinances declaring picture taking of female athletes with sexual intent a form of sexual assault. However, some men have taken illicit photos of female athletes to a whole other level. They use infrared photography, which picks up heat signatures. The cameras pick up signatures transferred through undergarments. That means if the athlete's uniform is thin enough, voyeurs can snap pics showing the contours of their underwears. Early reports of this form of assault go back to the start of the decade. A 2020 article in President Online notes that, even then, some prefectures in Japan had moved to ban infrared photography altogether in a bid to keep adult and minor athletes safe. In 2021, former volleyball player Otomo Ai said she'd fallen victim to infrared photos as well as people trying to take photos in or near the women's bathroom. Sportswear manufacturer Kramer Japan reports fielding inquiries about infrared photography since 2022. At the time, the company said it was looking into designs to help protect female athletes from this new type of attack. So that's it for this article. Yes, it's pretty bizarre for me as a French, but it's the situation in Japan. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you and goodbye.